from the crossroads of America. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Goff taking right to the air. Finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Goff working from the pistol. Patrick with the catch. This is ahead for about 5. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 6 yards. Boy, a great spot. 2nd and goal at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They go play action with Goff. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off an excellent opening series. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. kick this one away. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight to the air is Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the Lions' 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Richardson on 3rd. Gets this one to Pierce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throw complete to Warren. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. 7 yards on the run. That's going to make this 4th down call a whole lot more interesting.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Goff. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Gibbs now from the gun. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. It's a 4-yard gain, 4th and 3 upcoming. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. 5 yards on the play. They can just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
More and more, we're seeing the data and the numbers tell us cross midfield and be aggressive. Go for it. Go for it in these 4th down situations. But I promise you, Kate, that sack right there puts a seed of doubt in the head coach's decision-making process.
They'll go for it. Goff. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Working quickly here. On 1st down, it's Goff. Pass is hauled in by the running back. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught for the 1st. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Escapes out to the left. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's got time here. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Colts ready for the punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. It's the Lions, who have 2nd and 4. From the 47. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He's looking long, center of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Gibbs. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Bates' kick is up and good. And that extends their lead to 14. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Fox now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Richardson to throw. That one finds Josh Downs. Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And that's good for a gain of 5. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Indianapolis. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff working from the pistol. He's got it deep downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. He rolls to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Warren's got it, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Taylor now up the middle. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 11. St. Brown there to bring it in. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A give left side for Gibbs. And they bring him down around the 34. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. And the Lions first down.
Another one for Gibbs. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
17.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 4. Taylor makes the catch. Continuing to move past the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Flush down out to his left. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Richardson now. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He finds him right side. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. He was downfield in a hurry, hoping to help with the play, but that effort cost him points as the penalty wipes out that touchdown. Could that penalty come back to haunt him? It's another 2nd and goal. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Third and goal for Richardson. Forced out to his right. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Lions leading by 7. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's a give to Gibbs. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. It's Gibbs on the carry. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
In off to Gibbs from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to throw. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling. And they say catch. Great play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Gibbs goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. They've got to keep moving quick here. Now try Gibbs again. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They'll run, it's Gibbs. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Colts take a timeout, that's their last one. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This from just 23 yards away. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Fox now to kick this one away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Trying to push it deep downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team. Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
One final shot here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left. So a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Colts make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game,